everyone. Today we will be planning to spray our rose bushes today. I normally use the rose and flower insect killer on those to keep the pests away and to stop the diseases from occurring throughout the spring and summer months. We will also plant out some new seeds today, and we will check around the garden spot on the different updates that we have going on here. Come along, guys. You know what I always say. Let's get started. Okay, these are our roses. I had to go back and regroup and get my longer gloves here because as you can see, I have some weeds growing up, and no matter how much weed block material I put down, I still end up pulling up weeds from this area. So if you know of anything else that can help me with the weeds growing, let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know what you're using in your own garden. I think I have just about all of them here, and I'll be ready to spray this one in just a moment. Okay. So I'm just going to come in and start to spray. And as you can see, I am spraying all over and around and under to make sure that I am going to spray until the leaves are dripping wet. So I'm submerging those leaves. And the branches as well, guys. So make sure that you do get the branches and, of course, the root of that particular rose bush as well. I'm now at the base of the tree, and I'm spraying around the base because those aphids can hide or lay their eggs all over in the nooks and the crannies of these roses as well. So that's one tree sprayed, and I'm going to move over to the other one and show you that one as well. Stay tuned. This is the bigger rose tree that I'm spraying now. And again, I am spraying until the leaves are dripping. And making sure that I am covering the base of the tree. And I'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is the bigger grow box that is closer to the house. And as you can see, there are some empty spots here. I'm just going to fill in those empty spots with some seeds today and give it a good drink of water. If you can remember, In this area, I put some carrots, but the squirrels came in and they kind of messed up that whole little growing spot there. So I'm going to reseed it with some more carrots. And then in this spot in this area, I don't know if you can see that. Let me move you closer. This is an empty spot, and I'm just going to drop a few seeds of butter crunch lettuce there because we already have some gourmet lettuce growing there, some radishes growing here. So I'm thinking that once it fills in, it will look very good, guys. So I'm going to come in as I'm talking to you, and this is the butter crunch, and of course you can see that it is 2023. This is 2025, so I'm going to heavily seed that area because I'm hoping for a very good germination. So of course, as you do know, according to the 2023, the germination rate goes down each year. So this is 2025, so the germination rate in this little packet is of course down. So I'm going to go in and heavily seed this area, hoping for some germination. I know this is not the right tool for planting these, but I don't want to plant them too deep either. And I'll come back through and water in that. And let's move over to the carrots. The carrots are the same way. They don't need a deep seeding system here. And with the carrots, I'm going to try for the little finger carrots because they have a 55-day seed to harvest rate, which is very short. That means that by April, we should be harvesting some carrots here. And then I'm just going to water all of that in, and I'll be right back. So we have everything watered in, and hopefully we are off to a very good start in this particular grow box. I hope you remember when I planted in these particular pots the spinach, guys. Well, it did not germinate. So as a result, we are going to replant spinach seeds today. And I'll show you exactly the area that I'm planning to direct sow those particular seeds. In this area, I'm going to direct sow some spinach seeds in hopes that we will get some spinach to add to our salads. These seeds were from the Dollar Seed store, and it's called the Spinach Bloomsdale. And I'm going to try to plant them with enough space apart so that they can develop a good root system. And I'll put one more back here. That's the spinach. Moving on. The last seeds that we're planting in today, guys, are the lemon balm seeds. I like to make lemon balm tea because it has a calming effect to relax you, to help you to sleep. So we're going to drop these seeds in. And those will be our last seeds for today. So we did carrots today, spinach, and lemon balm seeds. Those are very tiny seeds. I hope that you got a chance to see those. I'm going to put a little light layer of soil over those, water those in, and I will be right back. Just wanted to show you how everything was developing with the grow tower. I was trying to wait a few minutes because that wind is very high here today. Everything is still doing beautifully. And moving on. I just thinned those out to give the bigger radish enough room to spread out and grow. So it seems like the grow tower is doing well. And we're going to move to the other side of the garden to look at updates there. These were the onions that we just planted out together along with the collards and the broccoli. And we'll check on those and give updates on that. So it looks like everything is developing well. Looks like that one is coming up. And those are the Georgia collards that we planted out. And guys, if you notice along this area, those are Egyptian walking onions that I separated from the planter. And I'll show you the planter in just a moment. But I separated those out to give them enough room to grow. And my plan or my thought process was that once the tree collards are ready to plant out, and I left that area, this area in here, for the tree collards. Once those tree collards can be planted out, my thought process was that the onions would protect it from all pests. And so that's why I put them in a circle motion around the greens. And let me show you where those onions were pulled from. Those onions were in the pots right here. These are nice pots that my aunt gifted me. And I had the onions there, but the root system was getting too deep for those onions. So I would definitely be planting something else in the, I would need to choose something with a shallow root system. And I'm sure that it'll do well just as the onions did well. However, I just needed to get those onions out of that pot because the Egyptian walking onions have a very deep root and it just keeps growing, growing, and growing. And then the broccoli. That's all of the broccoli planted out. And it seems to be doing well. So that is everything that's planted out right now. And that's the update on everything that we planted out together on last week. For a while, I just wanted to let you know that I do appreciate you tuning